La Liga Santander games, the ultimate threat on set pieces. But let's talk about the delivery, man. Toni Kroos, absolutely exceptional.
Second half underway. Again, new rules. Single man in the circle as Malaga now tries to find a way back into this match. Uncharted territory, although they did get a scoreless draw against Real Madrid last year. Juankar, the player that's down. On loan from Braga, where he has been since leaving Real Madrid. Nothing the score. Ramos in the 35th and 43rd. Ray, it's the first brace for Ramos since 2014 in Champions League play against Bayern Munich, where he also scored 2.5. Now it's Camacho that's down.
There's another look at the offside goal. Is it? No, it's as close as damn to being level. A difficult decision for the man with the flag on that far side to see through all those players. Almost impossible. And where that question mark is there, he's offside by maybe a frog's hair. So the flag stays down. But again, I go back to the delivery as much as that one for the second goal was wonderful from Toni Kroos. The first one by Ramos, the header was as good as you get.
And that's why the two players are down.
Clash of coconuts.
It gives us a chance to talk about what Kroos means. And you hear so many people who are fans of the various midfielders. And I mean, it seems so obvious that Casemiro should be out there. And then you look at Modric, who seems to pull all the strings, and Isco and those wonderful through passes, and James and the creativity. But you can't take Toni Kroos out either.
No question. He'd be the first man, in my own opinion, to be starting every game, no matter what. It's very rare that you see him have an absolute stinker. And some of the passes that he's played through today, ahead of the go-ahead goal, were absolutely pixel perfect.
Frustration, Villanueva, one of 4 Venezuelans in the starting lineup for Malaga. That's the first time that's ever happened in La Liga.
Well, Malaga looking at a slippery slope decline now.
Nacho for Ronaldo. Settles, drives, chips. Benzema retreats, tries to flip up his tail, but offside the call. First half stats. Shots from Real Madrid, 6, 4 on target and 2 in. Malaga did have 5 and denied twice by Navas and once by the post. 3 fouls to 12. Malaga has been the more aggressive, 3 offside to 2. 2-0 where it counts. And another player down is Recio, just celebrating his 26th birthday last week, but now back to his feet. Isco, Modric. From a Zidane perspective, talked about all those midfielders and the various spices that they bring to the recipe. It's a good problem for Zidane to have.
I think this is their starting lineup, no matter who they're playing in the Champions League. These 3 across the middle are what Zidane, I believe, will stay with. But he'll have that opportunity to rotate and bring in some of the players to freshen it up against some of the lesser lights. But they've got some tough games coming up, Phil, Real Madrid, before they meet Napoli in the Champions League, which won't be easy. They had an opportunity to see Napoli today on beIN Sports.
Shorty dropping it back. Juankar missing the mark. Now it's Modric.
Did I say Napoli? I meant Napoli.
Talking about Napoli, there is plenty of action here on beIN Sports. Don't forget Nantes against PSG coming up immediately following this match, and then more from the AFCON, which is starting to heat up. Great action yesterday, and Ghana against Mali today.
Yeah.
And then Milan against Napoli.
I mean, Sergio Ramos's goal celebration was good.
Can't hold a candle to DR Congo.
You ain't seeing nothing until you've seen them African lads celebrate a goal.
Isco slipping and sliding a bit off the bench.
Comfortable lead for Real Madrid now. Double insurance goal to cover them, and this is a lovely ball.
Sliding across Nacho, well covered Villanueva.
Then Toni Kroos, man, red carpet pass over the distance.
Last week with the 3-5-2 against Sevilla, it was Carvajal and Marcelo who were in that wing back for the wing position. Now both could be out for a while. Nacho arguing with the ref.
Well, as I said, Phil, after this, Real Madrid's got some tricky games coming up. Celta Vigo, that's a dangerous team. In the Copa del Rey, of course. Then Sociedad here at the White House. And then they play Celta Vigo again in the league on the road.
And La Real match could be a bit of a hurdle as well.
Yeah.
Lifted
Oh,
in,
look at this
just
again.
over Ronaldo. Offside.
Again, the placement is near as damn to perfect. This time Cristiano not able to meet the train at the station. This time the flag goes up. He is offside on the lean. Just a little overhit, but again, look at the danger area that I've said this before. No better player in the world than Toni Kroos in delivering from a stationary pass.
Alessio slides inside, has a go himself, maybe a bit selfish at the end. Some nice dribbling to set it up. Kind of interesting again, talked about those wing backs, and there is a crisis now, probably full-fledged, since Marcelo went out with what appears to be an ailing hamstring. Wasn't this the week where Zidane said he had 1,000% faith in Danilo, and he plucks Isco off the bench?
Well, you say that with a little cynicism in your voice, Phil, a little bit of sarcasm. I understand, but that's what a coach is supposed to do. Keep the lads' faith and ability up and say, today's not your day, but I'll come back to you. Now he's going to have to. And those words will be ringing in Danilo's ears, and it's up to him to live up to those words.
Because again, remember, this is their transfer ban. They cannot go to the well and pluck in another left or right back.
Yeah.
They will need Danilo at least for the next few weeks. Nice off Modric. Skirting through. Just couldn't quite sneak it down the telephone line to Cristiano.
Don't forget, Sergio Ramos has played in that position as well in his younger days, and they still have Pepe to come in, so he might be able to move a few of the deck chairs around, but he'll not want to take Sergio Ramos from that position where he has been absolutely imperious in the center of this Real Madrid defense.
And remember,
nicely
under Ancelotti, Vasquez playing some time at right back in the past.
Yeah.
Serie A action, Milan-Napoli.
Thank you.
Today, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Mighty Napoli. And then Juventus-Lazio tomorrow. It's going to be an early one. 6:30 start. That's 3:30 Pacific. You know what? Don't even bother going to bed if you're in Los Angeles. Catch the old lady against Lazio. What a job Simone Inzaghi has done.
Yep. Eagles flying.
Interesting what Bobo Vieri said yesterday on the locker room. He said anyone loses a game, but the big teams don't lose back-to-back games. Well, Real Madrid trying to avoid going winless in 4 in a row. Alessio looking for an opening. Peñaranda.
Poor.
First touch failed. Second touch a giveaway. Benzema, Isco, Ronaldo. Vasquez. Castro still having a few words as he wanders down the sideline. You have to give credit to Marcelo Romero, what he was able to do, just beaten by 2 set plays, which actually had been Malaga's bread and butter. Live by the sword. Nacho sneaking it in. Ronaldo can't caress it. Back to Kameni. Victory here today would put the winter crown on Real Madrid's head. Even with the game in hand, no one would be able to top them at the midway point.
Beautifully tight at the top now. Sevilla coming out of the long grass under their wonderful coach and threatening to split the big 2.
Big match at Osasuna tomorrow morning.
Excuse me, Atletico fans.
Atletico 34 points and La Real 32, Villarreal 31.
Ooh, Villarreal, good team.
In fact, take a look at the top teams going head to head, the top 6, and Sevilla and Villarreal by far the best of the bunch.
Sociedad as well, playing some really vibrant, lovely football.
We've even seen mighty Eibar in the likes of Alaves.
Unlucky Casemiro.
Modric wide. Can Vasquez get there?
Wonderful tackle.
Beautiful from Recio. Jose Luis Garcia pops to his feet. Malaga youth player spent some time in Granada before returning home. Castro. Good cover by Casemiro. Interesting you said Kroos, because in my mind Casemiro's the one that gives the other players the freedom.
Well, that's what he's there for, and he's no cork in the bottle either. He can pick a pass out of his own wonderful high standards, Casemiro, but only Kroos today has been absolutely amazing in his consistency. Well played.
Maybe that's why it's Kroos. Chance for Peñaranda. And second try, maybe a third try needed for the Brazilian. Commentator's curse. Malaga can find a goal. Maybe the dam starts to crumble. Youngster Fornals unable to maintain possession. Collision on the far flank, but no foul, says Jesus Gil.
There's nothing there. Still very much in the margins of this game. Cristiano, a wonderful chance in the first half. It was denied by wonderful goalkeeping, but nothing else to show for, really. In 57 minutes, Cristiano hearing some of the criticisms.
Here is that service.
Again, look at it, it's pinpoint perfect. The header is, again, you people with your fancy schmancy machines, go back and take a look at the original one, because he checks his stride beautifully and leaves his defender in an isolated position, and then checks his run, steps into his header wonderfully, and that's his number 2. Is there a third one? If there is, they'll be cutting down trees, forests, to print the newspapers tomorrow with Sergio Ramos's face on the cover. Look out.
Nacho, just too far for Benzema.
Right ball though, wasn't it? Right pass, just overhit.
Benz again. Motor revving.
Cristiano open.
Modric. Vasquez. Offside against Lucas. And the referee, Jose Angel Nevado, make that, no doubt. What a goal it would have been. Juan Ramos stepping away during the Christmas break. Celta, a 3-1 victor against Malaga in Romero's debut, which is kind of interesting. That's in many ways where his playing career ended, where he got that injury. And then losing at home against La Real. Crossed inside, easy for Navas. Back at it against Osasuna on the road in Pamplona next week. Then Espanyol So maybe he'll get his first win there. Ronaldo's opening up on the inside. Rosales sends it wide. Whether by defense or inability, Monty very quiet over the last 30-40 minutes. Cross for Juancard. Dangerous inside, just too high for Nacho, and just too shy for Fornals.
Good build-up by Malaga. Real Madrid a little slow to close down the wide man. A lovely ball delivered in, but Sergio Ramos again.
Here they come again. Good tackle by Nacho. 3 in the back suits them.
This Malaga side not curling up inside of their shell here. Admirable in the way they're fighting against the odds. 2 goals down, and they are coming out swinging.
Dangerous ball in. Curls straight to Varane, though.
Nicely, well played. Dangerous, but gets away with it nicely. Luis Munoz, 19-year-old, taking on Toni Kroos one-on-one there, deep inside of his own half. And it was a case of the Olays coming out for the youngster. But them playing some nice football. Bad giveaway that time by Camacho. As you said, Phil, Marcelo Romero, not exactly a wealth of experience in the managerial department. Super player in his day, but you can see he's getting his fingerprints on this team in blue and really folding in some nice confidence into them against the world champions.
Good. Well measured. Ronaldo 1 step early, and it looked like Kameni would have denied him anyway.
And the early ball to the man out wide is tremendous from Real Madrid, and the feed to Cristiano just a split second too long.
Good ball forward. Juancard tries to cut inside, battling with Varane, and Vasquez shoots, saved. Navas rebound. Juanpi caresses it home, and we've got ourselves a game.
Juanpi capitalizes on it, but it's Juancard that sets the table with a beautiful run on this left side. It sends the Malaga man upstairs going absolutely crazy. Take a look, it's a lovely touch pass for Varane, and he outstrips all of the defenders. Sergio Ramos tries to come across. A wonderful save by Keylor Navas, but then the slingshot home by Juanpi is perfect. Very cool. Cool as a polar bear's backside here with that lovely touch, and then the slingshot home. And that is a great sign for El Gato. We're in again.
Chance for the equalizer. Castro! And it's Navas to the rescue.
Again, he's got the inside of the post covered. Jolie Castro's got to go to the far side, and Navas reads him beautifully. Wonderful setup by Peñaranda. Tremendous cutting back by Modric that time to hurry up the player and to make his decision ultra quick, and Keylor Navas comes to rescue.
In swinger, Navas punches it out straight to Modric. Añor, remember, scored one of the goals of the year. Remember that goal against Argentina for Venezuela? And a nice calm touch there. Here's Benzema the other way, deflected, falls for Vasquez, spins away, Vasquez! Well, he couldn't. Añor. Juanpi, a bit of a legacy. His father, Bernardo, played. His brother of the same name, of course, longtime MLS and NASL player, fighting his way back from injury.
Injury down now. There's a couple of players from Malaga on the deck. Usually in these situations, the other doctors will come running onto the field to take care of the opponents, but it looks as if there's only one that's in need. Here's another look at this wonderful save. Look, he's got nowhere to shoot other than the left side, and he knows that Keylor Navas is already leaning to the left because he ain't going to be beaten on the right side. He's got that beautifully covered, and wonderful spacing by the Costa Rican man. But now Real Madrid ahead by a goal that was, in replay, arguably offside.
And the player that set up the goal, now the one that's a bit woozy. You saw the familiar face of Martin de Michelis. There had been some thought he might be headed to Atlanta in MLS, but Malaga said we'll take some of that as he left Espanyol, especially with Wellington, the long-term injury for the big Brazilian.
How many times today have we seen Keylor Navas come to the rescue for Real Madrid, keeping the scoreline down?
At least 3 by my count.
Really, man, it's does it game in, keep out, game out. He may have been a little bit off form by his massive standards, but it's always the same with Real Madrid. I said in this pre-game show, they've been off maybe by an octave or so, but they're still able to pick it up with Cristiano and Keylor Navas coming in for some criticism, but
5 saves for Navas on the day.
Yeah, coming through. Big saves as well that were needed.
Meanwhile, 12th appearance of the season for Johnny Rodriguez, the 25-year-old ex-Sporting Gijón man.
Can be dangerous player.
First season with Malaga. beInSports.com for all of the latest. Share your thoughts at beIN Sports USA. Little spin away. Ronaldo in good position, but a bad pass. And the whistle's coming. Are they at the referee for what could have been a hold?
Cristiano in here is definitely a pullback, but the advantage is played, and not such a good ball, but that's got to be called falta. And especially in that area where Cristiano can make hay from the set piece.
Quick feet from Isco, but not quite quick enough.
The whistle's definitely directed to the referee there. In hockey, it's called hooking.
Zinedine Zidane letting a few barbs out himself.
Holds his emotions wonderfully well, doesn't he, Zizi?
But this is a bit of a test, especially back-to-back losses. 3 straight without a victory. What looked to be relatively comfortable, well, the bed now has a pea in it. Find out how comfortable it is before this day is over.
Pea in the bed, huh?
I was talking about...
Yeah, we know, Phil. It's all right. Stepping over the line a little bit.
Villanueva over to Munoz, the teenager. Joined Malaga as a youth player back in 2010. And now he's suited up against Real Madrid.
Give them full credit in that first half. Can we just do it again? This team of Marcelo Romero's massive underdogs with the English bookmakers. 25-1 coming into this game to get the win. Might still be beyond them, but man, have they did their colours proud. The anchovies playing like sharks.
Ronaldo couldn't quite get it. A few whistles again, and that I don't think is directed towards the referee this time. Good step up, Nacho. Blasted back into the corner he vacated. And there to cover Sergio Ramos. Modric. 20 minutes remain. Isco building a rhythm, eating up the clock, trying to cool down Malaga. Vasquez onside this time, but can't get the ball past the substitute Johnny. Jordi Castro, again 32 years of age, getting the job done over the first 65 minutes.
Good look at the Malaga bench there. Just when they were down and out and looked as if they didn't have a dream and looked as if Real Madrid were going to start rolling up the scoreline. Bounce back, brave.
Skids across the chalk mark. Throw in Malaga.
No sign of this Malaga side sitting deep at all, is there? It was the same when they were 2-0 right from the get-go of the start of this game, continuing to ask questions of the world champions.
Nice little touch wide from Johnny.
Tackle.
Swept aside by Vasquez. Again, this is a short-handed Malaga.
Yeah.
It would be nice to look down the bench. Maybe have a Bakary Kone available.
There's a number of them, Phil, isn't there? I said it before. 5-6 players that are starters in this team more often than not. You know, they came into this incredible Lions den limping in a big way, and they continue to go down. This time it's Juan Carlos.
Although it looks as though, and I don't know if this is going to change it, Michael Santos, the player who is loosening up on the sideline, the Uruguayan out of River Plate, Montevideo. Recio having a few words with his manager.
The lads upstairs enjoying them. They're in this fight as the ex-Real Madrid man comes off and should get a deserved round of applause from the Madridistas. Only played one game for the first team, but played many in the Bs and the Cs, and this is a tremendous player in his day. Martin Di Michelis, ex-River Plate man, of course, went on to play for Bayern in that wonderful Malaga side that went all the way to the semis of the Champions League. Manchester City, Espanyol.
Juancar will exit. Looks like they might hold off on Santos for a while. Good run by Johnny. Recio didn't see it though. Back to Di Michelis. Lays it back. Does the 36-year-old Argentine. Skips away. Kameni. And he slides back, but still in danger, and then makes the save to deny Ronaldo.
Astonishing stuff here from the Cameroonian on the back pass. It's right in the stride, but it takes a hop, and he turns into Lot's wife here in front of his defense. Cristiano gets fed the ball from Kameni. One touch is not needed. He thinks he can detonate it. Maybe Turner took that first touch to settle up, but he goes for goal again, and Kameni makes up for his incredible faux pas.
Funny house of mirrors. Not so funny. Ball in for Benzema. Flipped back up by Fornals. Casemiro wins it back. Here's Modric. Parried away. And it is offside, the call. But what a shot from Modric.
Yeah, Modric been watching Marcelo with this wonderful full-blooded volley off the chest. Good fist of fury as well from Carlos Kameni. All the young goalkeepers looking at them. Take a lesson from that. If he tried to hold it, he probably would have put it on a welcome mat for the Real Madrid attacker. but his fists of fury come out and punch it away nicely.
Interesting, if you noted on that last long ball forward, Dimichelis
good ball,
telling his team to get forward. Now they're scrambling back.
Good pass.
Isco across.
He's
Ronaldo settles, shoots, beats it off the post and out. He can't buy a goal. He's getting his chances, but he can't cash them in.
Well, he's getting applauded, and well, he should. Beautiful settle off of the chest. He gets everything right, but again, the lick of paint, his groundsman put too much paint on that goal. We've seen Malaga hit it on the post, and Cristiano as well.
Looks to be limping a bit. Rosales wanting something to open up inside. Camacho seems to have dropped back a bit even more. Johnny.
As you said, Phil, Ronaldo limping pretty heavily.
Cutting inside, Johnny Rodriguez, and it's out for a goal kick.
Might well have pulled a hamstring as he pulled the trigger with that right foot, but cannot really tell. Here's a lovely ball from Isco, the bearded, bandy-legged beauty, sets the table. Cristiano polishes his fork, sees the target, detonates it beautifully, beats Kameni, but it cannot beat Kameni's big, white, skinny friend. And the Madridistas say, he out of luck today, CR7.
It looks like as for him. He was shooting on the follow-through, the defender, I think it was Villanueva, had his foot extended. And he might have taken the cleats to the top of the foot. But it looks like he's going to try and gut it out.
He needed that one, Cristiano. It's a great effort and wonderful attempt, applaudable in its failure. He's in.
Nacho driving
nicely
on Dimichelis,
magic. Oh!
Who strips away from Benzema. The Frenchman wins it back, but the Argentine comes away with it.
So close to getting past the 3 players in front of him. But he's hearing the abuse again from this demanding Santiago Bernabeu crowd.
Nacho brings down Casemiro and gets a card for his effort. From that angle, might have an argument. 78th minute. Winding down, Kovacic checking in, and it will be Santos eventually. Modric takes a seat. And an ovation for the Croatian.
And the other Croatian comes in, different kettle of sharks, in the shape of Mateo Kovacic, a wonderful player of his own type.
And Miranda showed flickers of his Granada form. In comes Michel Santos, the 23-year-old Uruguayan. 2 caps for the Charrua, for the former Montevideo Wanderers player. Beautiful from Juankar. Juanpi about to turn 23. So much still in front of the Venezuelan international.
All of the Venezuelan internationals played well here today. Phil for Malaga, Rosales, Villanueva, Peñaranda, and Juan Piano. Vino Tinto representatives showing you don't just play baseball.
Almost as many Venezuelans as Spaniards in the lineup today for Malaga. Here's Kovacic leading a line of 4. Wide for Isco.
Targets inside, checks his run.
Back for the Austrian-born Croat. Now Vasquez more inside, and a poor ball across. Pops up on Recio. Wide for Rosales. Ronaldo. Good work, Santos, to win the throw. Nacho Santos, only 6 games played, but 3 goals scored by the Uruguayan. None would be bigger than if he could find a 4th here today. Coming over from Montevideo's River Plate, where he scored 32 goals over the last 2 seasons.
I get the feeling that this Real Madrid team and their fans would like to see that 3rd one go in. Obviously, still a little nervy.
Ronaldo, who's looked comfortable in that attacking role. Juanpi. Triple teamed, one right back as Isco a little sloppy. Here's Villanueva. Johnny tries to get around Vasquez, who built the wall.
Nothing there. Well played.
Ben's back to goal.
Touch.
Now cross from Casemiro. Threaded for Ronaldo. Ben's in the middle. Loose on the doorstep. And Kameni and company keep the danger at bay again.
Toni Kroos again. Wonderful. Look at this one. Red carpet pass. Perfectly placed. In like flame is Ronaldo. He goes low to beat Kameni this time. And Kameni again reads it beautifully. Spills it. But Ben's kind of check his stride and come back and do the mop-up work. Wonderful ball from Toni Kroos.
Final substitution. It will be Alvaro Morata, like for like. And Benzema with a nice round of applause as he exits. And the homegrown Morata, by way of Juve, will replace him. One sub left for Zidane. In for Morata. First touch in the corner. Nacho trying to win a throw in but can't. Ramos back to midfield. And Varane away from danger. Ramos scoring in the 35th and 43rd. And as you pointed out, one of those could have been waved off for offside, but it does count. That's goals number 49 and 50 in league play. 50 goals for a central defender. As I mentioned, only Cristiano Ronaldo has scored more on Real Madrid. Flag stays down. Ronaldo wide. Kovacic. CR. Vasquez. Round of applause as Real plays out the string and tightening the threads around what could be a victory.
Lovely pass.
Vasquez just could not control it.
Casemiro was over distance, dropping it. That wonderful little window of opportunity. Vasquez should have done better.
Ezio again. Real trying to pressure.
They're playing through it.
Didn't see that under Juan de Ramos for whatever reason earlier this season.
Yeah, giving full compliments to this man, Marcelo Romero, El Gato, on the technical area for this. It's definitely a rejuvenated Malaga side. Look out. Ooh.
Scooping it over, but delicately enough.
There's a confidence.
Nacho coming back and into the middle. They're playing well, holding on to possession. They just can't get out of their own end. And now maybe a chance.
You were seeing?
Anyor. Poke free Kovacic. And here comes Nacho. Fernandez tripped up from behind. Another card coming out.
Good run.
Nope.
Here from Nacho.
Santos
has the ability to carry the ball. Big component for any successful team in the possession department. But then when you've got players like even a defender like Nacho that is able to run with the ball, carry the ball, it opens up a lot of opportunities. And one of the more unheralded facts of Zidane's men are just a passing team. We've got the quality players to run with the ball and take on the midfield and the defenders, and not just the men up front and across the middle, even the men at the back, the likes of Varane and Sergio Ramos, Nacho, and of course the great Marcelo.
Desio limping. They don't have any more replacements available, though. They're going to need him to find some way to stay out there. 5 minutes left in regulation. Isco railing back. Munoz escorts him to the corner.
Nice invade from Varane. Over distance, seeing the run of Isco. Always the industrious player, the little man, making those little legs work hard to get into that space. Leads to this. Look out, where's Sergio?
Had been crossed from the corner spectacularly.
He's there.
And now he will step in. Ronaldo trying to get free. He cross to the edge of the 6, cleared away by Munoz. And Nacho maintains possession. Driven low, but a bit off target, it seemed. Straight to Kroos, though. Hangs it in the air. Ronaldo soars, but cannot score. Had help behind. Maybe should have let it.
This man could pick the dandruff off of his wasp's wings. Toni Kroos. Wonderful invite into the area, but flag goes up.
If he would have left it, I think Morata was on with a better chance. Stolen away from Casemiro. Camacho tries to go wide, but well covered Varane.
What a ball by Ignacio, the Spanish international, not doing his teammate Michel Santos any favors there. Poor ball.
Thinking on the throw in, but Varane with those long legs. Touched inside. Advantage played. Rosales might have gotten away with one. Kroos caressed by Isco, but the legs fail.
Wonderful challenge by Luis Munoz, the 19-year-old, wrapping up the danger man beautifully here. This is wonderful defensive play from Malaga.
Yellow card coming out. Vasquez.
Luis Munoz there. Isco is in one-on-one with them, Phil. A 19-year-old Munoz comes across as a youth product of Malaga, doing his team proud. Nice, entertaining footballers in Malaga.
They hold on. Can they find a capper and at least walk away with a point?
And she is a flying.
Spun away. 2 straight draws last season. In fact, scoreless at the Bernabeu before 1-1 in the Rose Garden. Right now, Real Madrid dancing in the thorns. 90th minute approaches. Kovacic cut to the inside. The ball was going away, but he was tripped up.
And the ability to run with the ball opens up different avenues, and they've got to come across and clip him.
You make your luck, and Zidane has never shied away. In fact, it's always brought a smile when people say he's lucky. Maybe a bit fortunate on what would end up being the first of 2 for Sergio Ramos. Vasquez run over from behind as Johnny tried to steal it away. Running out of time. Well, you can say moral victories, you can say something to build on, but sooner or later you got to win these games. Last few minutes have not been happy times for Real Madrid over the last 2 games. And they hold on here. In for Morata. Pulled down as Nacho seemed to take it away. Another foul, and Malaga just letting the time tick away.
Are you the Tiger? Tony the Tiger. He's been great today. Here comes another beautiful invite.
4 in the box. Spotting Morata, glancing it down.
Oh, man.
Maybe deflected wide of the post.
Can the consistency and not be overstated? Look at this service. It's onside.
Seems to come off of Di Michelis, and Kroos taking his time to put it back in play. 4 minutes added, and we're nearly halfway through that. Ray, there is a gift there, but that's also hours and hours of work on the field from Kroos on display. Foul inside as Recio knocked down. Maybe last gasp time from Malaga. Why do players do that?
Can take them to school, Phil. Can it make them learn? Good ball.
Up the middle, Wampi dances around one and taken down by Casemiro. Casemiro already with a yellow, and that one was close to another. Rather cynical on the takedown.
Should have been the yellow.
And that's what Gatto's saying. Edge of the area flicked on. Cleared away. Varane maybe could have left it for Navas. Kovacic out.
A lovely ball from Matteo.
Morata.
Switches on. Delivered.
Vasquez. Ronaldo with Isco. Ronaldo lays it square, and they can just pull this one out of the fire. Slipped by Kroos, and as he's going down, he holds on to possession. 94th minute approaches. Don't forget, even more action coming your way on beIN Sports today. PSG on the road at Nantes. And AFCON action with Ghana against Mali and Milan-Napoli before the extra wraps up the busy day. 2 first-half goals from Ramos. Montpellier, his first since the opening match, making it interesting. Dangerous ball.
Coming out and covering behind Sergio Ramos just in case. Drawing the gasps of the crowd, seeing the ball of Real Madrid left wide open, but good cover from the Costa Rica man.
Time ticking away. Rosales with a good arm. Throws it in. Ronaldo with a tap on the turn. Parried by Ramos. Trying to caress it down was Munoz, but straight into the path of Ronaldo. Out for Morata. Looking to put a cap on it. Morata, top of the 18. Isco wants it, but the pass goes awry. The final whistle. Real holds on 2-1.
Well, it was close to a heart stopper at the end for Real Madrid. The admirable Marcelo Romero, El Gato, sees his men play with the hearts of lions here today. They would need Sergio Ramos to come up with the double thrills and 2 wonderful goals by the defender. Real Madrid expected a basketball score against Malaga, but not the way it's